Hey everybody, Pastor Pete here in Quito, Ecuador for our last video update. Wanted to fill you in on the progress. You saw the before earlier in the week, and here we are in the after. We've called this Extreme Makeover, Quito, Ecuador edition. We've done so much, as you're fixing to see. We're in room number 8. Room Ocho is one of the first rooms we started on. Before we started on this room, this paint was faded and a lot of it was cracked and had come off. And we went through the whole thing, we repainted it. Abby and some of the other ladies did some incredible artwork here on the wall that the church had requested. We went through and cleaned all the desks and really just updated the room a whole lot. And it's just a whole lot cleaner and a whole lot nicer. And of course, the painting looks good. So now we're going to go across the way. I'm going to show you the outside of these buildings. I want you to follow me. We're going to fast forward and go there real quick. Let's go. We're now standing in the courtyard of El Verbo Church, and the wall behind me is another project we did. We repainted both the top and the bottom. The bottom down here was, well, let's say it was in bad shape. We had to come back in and replaster it all because the kids play soccer here in this courtyard, and so the ball gets kicked up against the building, and over time, over the years, a lot of the building had fallen off. So we fixed all of that, and then Tanner and the ladies and Larry and Amanda, a lot of people had their hands on this, all painted this wall, and again, it looks great. I wish you could see it in person. It just looks absolutely amazing. It freshens up the entire courtyard. We did some other little things like bend the basketball rims back up so they're right, and some other stuff as well in the courtyard. Now I want to take you over to another room we just completed today. It was our last project we did. Again, we're going to fast forward, so come with me. This is the room we finished today. It's kind of dark in here right now because the sun's going down. Hard to believe at 5 o'clock, but it is. Again, Abby and the ladies, mostly Abby today actually, did some great artwork. Here on the wall, we also repainted this entire room. We cleaned the desks. We just cleaned it up a lot, freshened it up, made it look a whole lot better. Over here you can see another one of the artwork paintings that were requested by the church and by the children's director, and so we were glad to be able to add that. Now we're going to fast forward and move down a little bit farther. Follow me. Inside this room, room number 7, before it was just a room. We can't go in right now because it's already been locked for the night, but now this is a computer lab. That's the reason they got it locked up so early, because there are now computers inside this room. We did the same thing as you just saw in the other rooms. We repainted them and freshened it up a lot, and then we put in some computers so the kids can now not only learn about computers and learn how to use computers, but they're also going to put some English programs on the computers to assist the kids in learning English, which is one of the things that the children's program here at El Verbo tries to teach the kids from the poverty-stricken areas they come from, is the language of English. And so this is going to really assist them. I wish I could go in and show you, but I can't. But there are brand new computers inside of this room, and the church is super stoked and super excited about it. They've been thanking us all day. We just got these hooked up today as well and got the room all finished up, and it looks great in there. Maybe on our next trip we'll be able to show you the inside of that room. We're just going to move over here real quick. You've seen these stairs. Upstairs, a family lives up there, and the size of their house is literally about 12 feet wide by about 20 feet long. It's almost like a cargo container. I mean, it really is a teeny tiny place. Inside that home is a man, his wife, and 2 teenage children, a boy and a girl. And they've been such a blessing to this church. Washington is the name of the man. He's the security guard who works overnight. He watches the gate. Even now as I speak, he's up at the gate watching it. And he's been such a blessing to this church. And about a year ago, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And his body has been going through all of those changes and those things that come with that disease. And in the process, going up and down these stairs has become difficult. And I'll tell you, the steepness of these stairs is difficult for anybody. But when you have Parkinson's, it's even worse. And he's actually fallen down these stairs several times. If you can pan down here to the bottom, these steps down here on the bottom that go from the concrete ledge to the bottom. They're not even attached. They're just loose in there. And so it wasn't a very safe living condition, and it was just a very small, cramped living condition. So we wanted to do something special for this man and his family who've been such a blessing to this church. And so we've remodeled and added on to a whole other part of the church. And that is still in progress. It's going to be finished up tomorrow or Saturday morning, but I wanted you to see it before we leave Quito. So again, we're going to fast forward and you're going to follow me. This used to be the girls' restroom. The kids that were playing out in the courtyard, the girls could come in here. There's another restroom on the other side that the boys were using. But this is being transformed into the family's restroom. We had to knock a hole in this wall to make room for the door. But this restroom has a shower and a toilet already in it, so it made the perfect restroom for the family. We've knocked this hole in this door. Again, I know it looks bad, but all of this is going to be cleaned up tomorrow whenever we present the house to them. You'll walk through there. We're now in the living room and kitchen area. I know it's small by American standards, but when you've been living in a 12-foot by 20-foot, 25-foot house, this is huge. So this will be their kitchen and their living room area, their hangout area. There's no stairs to go up. There's literally one step, and he's in the courtyard, which makes it just a tremendous blessing in and of itself. Originally, the building ended right here. But again, we knocked a hole in this wall and we made a door for them. There's going to be a ramp put in here later as well. And if you step through that door, you come into the addition, which is what we've added. This will be the kids' room. Fairly large room, much larger than what they have now, because they all live in one room. But the young man and young lady who live with their parents will live here in this room. There's going to be a closet over here in this corner. They're just about done with the walls going up. They've started to get the roofing in order, which is going to be the main project for tomorrow. And so this will be their room. And then if you step down the way over here, you find yourself in the parents' room. Very similar. They're about the same size, but they'll now have their own rooms, which is just an absolute tremendous, tremendous blessing for them. So God bless you for helping us make this all possible for Washington and his family. The computers, the paint, the hard work, the sweat. None of it could have been done without the supporters, without our church, without those from our support network around the country who really made this trip possible. I've got one last thing I want to show you, and I want you to follow me. The last thing I wanted to show you is this wall behind me. Again, this wall was faded, it was chipped, it was cracking. It looked horrible when we got here, but through the work and the dedication of our team, we were able to paint not only this wall, but the wall all the way around the courtyard on the other side of these bright, vibrant colors that the church picked. And we were excited to be able to do that, and it just totally freshens up and makes this room look incredibly well. Belen is here. She's opening up the computer room, so follow me. We're now inside the computer room. Last but not least, Belen got here just in time. We've got 3 brand new computers. We hope to be able to add some more in the future over in this area. Off to my right, there's going to be some bean bags and some other things for the kids. Again, we repainted this room and cleaned it all up. And this is actually the size of the room that Washington and his family live in. This is right below their current residence. So you can see it's not that big for a family of 4. And the house that we've had part in building for them will be an incredible blessing. So again, thank you. Thank our supporters. Thank the church. This church here and these people here are so thankful for the work that we've done this week. And it couldn't have been done without you. So we really, really appreciate it. May God bless you. And we hope to get to come back to Quito and see all of the blessings and hear all of the stories about the work that we've done and how it's made a difference in the lives of people right here in Quito, Ecuador. So that's a wrap-up of the construction work. You'll see a wrap-up of the spiritual work tomorrow. God bless.